At the school committee meeting on Tuesday, February 2nd, Superintendent Gutekanst announced his plan to bring back K-2 students to school full-time on March 8th. Each class will have no more than 17 students, which will allow for 3 to 6 feet physical distancing. The plan also includes offering COVID surveillance testing for all staff and providing over 5 hours of live teacher instruction for the 3rd to 5th grade students at home. The Remote Learning Academy will still be available for families who prefer at-home learning.
Let's talk about, with that context for health and safety, that very first idea, that very first part of the plan. We want to provide COVID testing for our staff and believe it will absolutely fortify and reassure our staff as we continue to build on in-person instruction. We want our staff to be comfortable and confident, knowing that the district is really helping pay attention to this important need. Along with that, we are working with the town of Needham to provide a vaccination clinic that we hope will start in phase 2 later in February. And finally, we will want families to complete a simple and daily health attestation. The second part of the plan is to bring our K-2 students back to school full time. We know they require more structure and support. We know that they're struggling in many ways and that they are becoming disengaged. And I know that they're not the only students. I know that that's true perhaps for a 5th grader or a 7th grader or a 10th grader. We know that. We will work with families on those issues. We can do what we can reasonably do. The district will hire 9 teachers who will be deployed in grades K-2 so that we can keep class sizes at no more than 17. That will mean in some cases that families will have to understand that their child may be moved to a new classroom with a new teacher, perhaps right down the hall. Not a different building, obviously, but a new teacher. That may happen. And principals are going to reach out to families soon to first ask for volunteers and then talk to families how they can best decide what children might be moved to a new classroom. The third and the last piece of the plan is to provide an additional hours of live instruction. Now, I think it's probably, I say up there 3 hours of live instruction. It's more appropriate to look at the last bullet here, and that what our teachers will be doing, working with the TAs that we're going to be hiring. We're going to be hiring 15 teacher assistants in grades 3, 4, and 5 across all of our elementary schools. What we are planning to do is have the TAs support classroom teachers so that we can increase the amount of live connection between the classroom teacher and students learning at home to over 5 hours per week. What that means is that during the at-home learning week, every student will experience approximately 3 hours and 40 minutes of synchronous connection and instruction with their classroom teacher or the TA, plus on Wednesdays they will have 90 minutes of live interaction.